Hello, my name is Teacher Katie and I work for VIPKID still, and I still love it. So I have referred several people, and the ones I've referred who've made it through the process, thank you. I've really enjoyed working with you through the whole thing. But the question that I keep getting is, what are the hours? So this video is going to be about what the hours really are. Now, I'm a visual person, so I'm going to actually show you through the teacher portal what it looks like to book your hours, what the actual schedule can be. So those of you who are still thinking of applying for VIPKID, don't forget my referral code, wherever I put it, so that you can help me help you. Okay? So the main question I get is, what time are you getting up in the morning? Isn't it weird hours, crazy hours? Are you up all night long? Yes and no. So let me show you real quick what it looks like. But yes, I teach 3 days a week at 4 in the morning. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you log in to your teacher portal on the PC, which I highly recommend setting up classes on the PC. I've made lots of mistakes on my phone. If you look right here, they're all locked because a lot of people accidentally click and then they don't show up to class because they didn't realize they clicked it. So I unlocked it and it opens up. So this is what it looks like. This is a couple weeks out because I haven't booked these classes yet. They like you to have 4 weeks booked so parents can see the long run, and that's how you kind of get your regulars because they go based off their schedule and your schedule. So even though my last 2 weeks rarely get booked, I do like to have the 4 weeks out. But this one isn't booked, so I can explain to you what these hours are. So again, Denver time zone for all those people over here, 12 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. are when the times are opened, or the hours. 12 a.m., 6:30 a.m. Then in the evenings, they're open from 6 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Now, let's talk about these colors. All of this white, you can open up any times in these white. The white is not very popular and it's hard to book. I know some people who have regular students that do book and have a lot of success. I've never really tried since I've had my regulars, but when I was teaching all trials, I never had any luck. I would open some of them and nothing would happen. However, when I would book over here in the yellow and orange, anytime I book in the yellow and orange, it's always booked. Now, the orange, 4 to 5:30 a.m. says hot, 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 hot. That is PPT. So you'll see that if you're looking into the program, PPT is peak time, which I call the most popular time. This bright orange is the best time for bookings because it is the most available time slots for the children over in China that are available to do the program. They have all sorts of things going on in their lives, and this seems to be the best time for them to do the program. So that's what this is. If you're having a hard time getting bookings, you're most likely going to find your bookings in this bright orange, the most popular time. The yellow is a peak time, so just one P. So it's not as popular. However, they book up a lot easier than the white, just not as popular as the orange. So here you have your 3 degrees of popularity. We won't get into that, but the bright orange is always booked. I've always had booked classes. So I'll go back and show you what it looks like when you click on a slot. So this is, I think, my 3rd week out. So when you click on it, it opens up and it's white like this. Now I'll uncheck these. This is what it'll look like. So I kind of change my weeks every once in a while. I tend to do 3 mornings in the morning time and then an evening time. Sometimes we'll do another evening time depending on our schedules. These little check marks mean 24 hours. So these classes can be booked within 24 hours of that class time, but not within the hour. So this 4 o'clock class can be booked all the way up till the 3 in the morning time slot. I did not check mark any of my classes when I first started because I was terrified that I was going to miss a class. I wasn't going to be ready for it. So until I became familiar with the program. Now, I don't get 24-hour bookings hardly ever because I'm generally all the way booked 2 weeks out. The only time I really get the 24-hour check mark is if I decide to open up a bunch of classes within that 24 hours, and then they get booked. So that's my only chance of getting those 24-hour bookings. The 24-hour bookings, the reason they like you to do those is because you get more bookings that way, I guess, and you get $2 each class if they book that class within that 24 hours. So these are my classes that I have. That was next week. This is this week. As you can see, I've changed my schedule a little bit here and there depending on our week. That's up to you. You can change it, and I still have the same regulars. They don't really like it that I change it all the time because then they can't have the same day and time always. But same kids, all of these I think are regulars. Yep, every single one of them. So these are all kids I've taught before and taught several times. If you hover over any of the boxes, it will tell you the Beijing day and time and your day and time. So it kind of gives you an idea of what time it is over there. So my poor little kids, because I teach little kids, 6 o'clock in the morning here is 9 o'clock at night there. So your little kids tend to get very tired at these lessons. So keep in mind, if you teach the lower levels, these are hard times for them, but they're dedicated, and I still get the same little kids, and I love them. So I hope that cleared up some questions you might have about the times. Okay, there you go. If that made sense, great. If not, leave a comment or your question about more information. I would be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Now, why am I always, I don't know how to put it. Why am I always telling you to put in my referral code? It is not a multi-level marketing scheme or any type of that. So if you've been watching YouTube videos because you've been thinking about this and you keep hearing people say, put in my referral code and yada, 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 you only get paid one time. So let's say I refer Meg to VIPKid and she puts in my code and logs in. So now she has my code and I get this cool thing on my app that shows me, hey, Meg is applying, help her out. Yay, I'm gonna help Meg out. So I help Meg out. I don't receive anything until Meg is hired, has passed the background check, has passed her mock, and has actually taught her very first successful, yay, lesson through VIPKid. And then that's it. That's all I get. But because you were referred through me, what I give back is every kind of resource I've been able to find or create. And let me tell you, I have spent tons of hours on creating all sorts of things that I don't sell and I don't really share with a whole lot of people except for those that I've referred into VIPKid. Some examples of that would be my reward system that I have made. This is an example. This would be a level 1 pre-VIP. I teach level 1, level 2, but I make lesson specific Find a Star card covers. These work as flashcards and they have your unit and lesson and level all on the back and your sentence pattern. So I have taken the time to do all of that for level 1s, most of level 2s, but then I also create all these different Find a Star cards. So I know that's probably a little more than what you need right now if you're only thinking about joining. Just know I have lots of resources that I am more than willing to help you. I'm not going to just let you go as soon as you get hired. We have now become best buds and I'm going to help you with VIPKid teaching through the whole thing. Anyway, I always like to end with a little clip of my cute kids while I'm teaching because honestly, this is the best job and the cutest kids. So this will show you kind of how I use the Find a Star. Now remember, level 1 only needs to be repeating words and they don't know a whole lot. So this regular, I want you to see how she does with Find a Star and how she's already using complete sentences. Anyway, have fun and thank you so much for all your support and watching my video. Again, questions, comment, or email me. Okay guys, We'll see you later. I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
Yes, good sentence, Coco. Very good. Ding, ding, ding. You found a star. Yes. Coco, how many stars? 1, 2. Yes, 2 stars. Nice job, Coco. Very good. Run! 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 Coco! Run! 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 Coco! Run! Run! You try! Run! Yay! Yes, yes, yes! Run, 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 run! Run, 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 run! Run, 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 run! Coco? Hello, Coco! Run, Coco, run! Yes! Run! Yes, very good, Coco. Run, Kiwi bird. Yes, very good. Good job, Coco. Girl? Coco, are you a girl? Yes, I am a girl. Yes, very good.